Hello to all you beautiful people out there. In this video, we're going to talk about just going to get rid of my face, my plan to get to 40K per month, building six-figure knowledge business for our clients. Now, in this video, we're going to talk about the plan, the game changer techniques we use to totally revolutionize this industry, and number three, how to build your own knowledge business. Okay, now let's get into it. Just a couple of seconds about who I am. This is AI me with an enormous forehead. If you ever want to be self-conscious, throw your pictures into AI and see what it comes out with. It is truly distorting, but that's not the topic of this video. What the topic of this video is about is how you can start your own business. So, hi, this is me. This is Werner, certified CPA, CGMA. You're welcome to Google it. But essentially, I've been a business consultant for the past 10 years, working with 6 to 9 figure businesses and making them absolutely big millions. The only issue with this was I was making multi-millionaires, even bigger multi-millionaires. And I'm switching my focus to the normal you and me and seeing how much I can help your normal day-to-day person. And just to give you a bit more of an idea how I got to where I am, 2019, I had a net worth of zero. Well, technically a bit below zero, but let's not get into that. And 5 years later, I'm at around about 400K with a couple of side hustles. I just want to tell you about my journey so you can see where I come from. So I started out with crypto. That got me to around about 10K. I partnered with someone and bought a couple of Ethereum mining rigs. I called this one Philip. Philip was very, very good to me. Got me up to around about $10,000. I switched over to partnering with someone to open up a robotics manufacturing company, Lambda Automation. What a journey that was. That got me up to 60K, and then I switched over and leveraged a lot of that money into real estate, and I rode the wonderful Canadian real estate wave. So that got me up to 400K. So next up is going to be, how am I going to get to $1 million? So clearly we can see there's a trend, and I'm pretty confident I'm going to hit that pretty damn soon, and I really hope you can join me. So just quickly, what's my secret? So I honestly believe anyone can do this. It's not that I'm smart. All I did is I partnered with smart people. Crip, when I opened my Ethereum rigs, or at least operated my Ethereum rigs, when I opened up the robotics automation, Lambda Automation, as well as when I got into real estate, first thing I did is I partnered with the industry expert. There are so many people out there that are hungry just to share their knowledge and open up partnerships. So the key is to find what you are good at and match it to what they're good at. And incredible things come from that. Okay, so just one last thing about myself. It's so important to connect to your why. Making money is wonderful and it's fun and it's great and it's necessary, but you have to connect to why you're making that money. When you do business, it's going to be difficult. There are going to be hard times. So for me, it's travel, it's family, it's my wife. So you'll see what that money has meant to me is I was able to travel the world from Malangane, Mozambique, Mabalingo, South Africa, Punta Cana, Netherlands, to Canada, Algonquin Park. I've had incredible experiences, and all of this has been brought about because I actually built those businesses. And I really hope I can help you to do the same so you can have the same experiences. Okay, so what is it? I think I've babbled enough about myself, so let's get into how we're going to change your world. Now, this is basically it. It's going to be New Era Online Knowledge Business Builder. Now, what does that mean? Building an online knowledge business, that's nothing new. But the techniques that are taught is so old and it's garbage. It's just regurgitated information from 10 years ago. I'm sure it worked well then, but it's 2024, last I checked. So we're really going to focus on the game changer, the new methods to really help people get incredible results, just basically teaching their knowledge and their skills. So to get back to what we're going to do is we're going to help people create their own 5 to 6 figure knowledge businesses based on their existing knowledge and skill. So if you've opened up a small lawn care business, or you've opened up a laundromat, you know how to manage a laundromat, or even if you're good at planting petunias or beans, this is something you can teach. There are 7 billion people on this earth. So there's always someone that really wants your knowledge. It's all about just how do you communicate that? How do you connect to them? And why do I want to do this? I always feel in business, it's incredible, not important. It is crucial that you actually align your interest with the person that you're working with. And mine is, I want to correct the garbage that is out there. Yes, creating a course and sharing your knowledge, that's not new. Like, this has been done for decades. It's the mechanism, how we do it, that changes. And that's one thing I really want to focus on. Number 2 is teach my skill on scale. like I mentioned, I've made people millions. And again, multimillionaires, millions. And I really want to help the normal you and me and take all that business knowledge that I've condensed over the last decade and really help the people around me. And then I want to provide results, not motivation. If I go into one more course and it's all about hype and energy, that is important, yes. But I really want to focus on getting people results. It's going to be getting rid of all the fluff and really getting down to the nitty gritty, the things that's going to move the needle. So that's my why. So if that makes sense to you, please follow on. If not, if you don't connect, it's fine. Okay, now how are we going to actually do this? Oh, that's good. Let's move face over here. Okay, so how are we actually going to do this? So I have partnered with the smartest industry innovators, people that are really testing new things and creating new techniques. So it's not just me preaching. I really connected with some of the smartest people in the industry. And number two is we're going to implement a game changer method. I would never go into a business if I didn't have a game changing method, like something that's new, something that's different. Otherwise, you're just going to be a commodity. Yes, you can make money, but the amount of effort you have to put in for the return, it's just not worth it. So we're going to talk about exactly what this is. Okay, next up. Okay, so what is the game changer method? One book I absolutely love and is very underrated, according to me, is Sabi Subi's Sell Like Crazy. I know we have all the Alex Hormozi books and all the rages about them. And don't get me wrong, it's absolutely a must read and the guy's brilliant. But this book really has some nuggets in there that people don't talk about enough. Now, the core principle of this book is we have the 5% market. So this is a lot with Alex Hormozi's focus on. This is your 5% of the market that's already willing to buy. Well, they're basically just looking for a way to spend their money. So whether that's someone that's ready to buy a car, it's just like who gives them the best offer, or someone that really wants to start a business and they just want the right coach. So they're ready to actually buy. The problem is, although it sounds sexy, like these people ready to buy, we should just target them and then we get their business. Everyone does that. So everyone goes after this high competition market. So of course that just increases people being tired and being salty the whole time. So what we're going to go after is a 20% market. Now, what is this? To use the car analogy, this is people that are pretty close to thinking about buying a new car. They know their car is coming to the end of its life. They're not ready to buy. They don't have the cash ready, but they're thinking about it. So what we're going to do is we're going to enter that narrative and then convince them, or rather tell them why it's better for them to actually buy that car because it's safer, it's going to be more convenient. So it's about taking that untapped market that's not 100% sure they want to buy it, building the trust, and then actually selling them a solution that's going to 10 times improve their life. That is a very important thing. It's not about manipulation. It's about taking someone that just needs that extra nudge and then pushing them over the line. And another example is a plumber. If a plumber comes to your house, and let's say it's a very trustworthy plumber because it's going to be a bit of an awkward example. If he comes to your house and he tells you, hey, I can do a once over review of your plumbing system, and he identifies 2 or 3 weak spots. You fix it and everyone is happy, nothing happens. A week later, your neighbor with exactly the same house, built at exactly the same time, they have bursts in all 3 of those spots in their house and their basement floods. So it cost them $50,000 to repair everything. But this plumber actually came to you before you needed it. He told you about a problem that you didn't know you had, and he saved you $50,000. Now, just think about the incredible trust he has with you. So number one, that plumber is happy because he had paid his money. Trust has been built. And do you think you're ever going to use another plumber ever again? This guy's incredible. So game changer number 2, the model is set up for personal experience. You've probably went through a funnel or some kind of process and it's very mechanical. Like, this whole process has been set up to sell you. It's not a personal thing. It's not how to help you. So we're going to get a bit more tactical, but that's one big thing. People want to be seen. They want a personal experience. Next factor is we're going to cater to all levels. This isn't only the top 5%, the 20%. We're going to take them where they are and we're going to give them the best result possible. We're really going to change their lives. So that's the whole aim. And lastly, we're going to add done with you services. People are different. You get doers, you get thinkers, you get strategists, you get all these kinds of people. And that's one thing I realized is usually people build a course and then everyone to just make it work. And that's never going to happen. People are different. They have different strengths and weaknesses. So to have a done with you service or at least a guide on how someone can help that person is absolutely crucial. And I don't see that happening. Okay, so in this high-level knowledge business model, we're just going to talk about how do you actually get from nothing, you have no audience, you have no following, anything, to actually having a successful program. And of course, this is just very high level, but we need to talk about this quite a bit more in a program. So what you're going to start off with is with warm traffic. The best way I found to do this is just to create a hell of a lot of shorts. Yes, you can do long form, but it just takes a lot more effort to do. So if you just want that quick traffic or just want to start the people flowing in, I would use shorts. The best thing is it's based on strategy and not luck anymore. A couple of years ago, it was all about testing and what works and what doesn't. What I would suggest is go on Viral Finder, or first get your 10 top people in your industry or your niche, or at least your interest. See what is trending. So once you put their names into Viral Finder, it's going to tell you exactly what is trending, what works, and then just recreate that. Put your own spin, your own personality on that. And that's going to create a lot of interest and inquiries in your program. What you can do then is you connect to them via Instagram DM. You can go through opt-in page, and I know this is the normal conventional knowledge, but you lose a lot of personality there. And the good thing about when you go through Instagram DM is if you actually get to learn your audience, you know what they want, you know what they struggle with, and maybe they just want a piece of advice that you can quickly give them, and then eventually they're going to become clients later on. So that's one super powerful thing about Instagram DM. You can also use ManyChats. Now, you've probably seen those, shorts or videos where they ask you to comment community in the DM, and then it sends you back an auto-generated message. That's ManyChats. It just helps you if the volume becomes too much, or if you want to get advanced, you can always get an appointment set. That's just someone that's going to go through your visitors and really help and really warm up your traffic and really going to connect with the people and help them. And next up is going to be the value explosion. This is where you connect with them. You build that relationship, you build that community effect with them. You just give them everything they need, answers, if they have struggles, or just see how you can help. Another nice tool you can use for this is Appointwise. Now, this is much the same as ChatGPT on ManyChats. The only thing is Appointwise is based on the ChatGPT database, and it's an agent that you can train to whatever questions people have, it can answer, and not necessarily just like a bot, just like regurgitating an answer, but rather understanding the question, really getting into it. The nice thing is, like I mentioned, you can train it, so this is super powerful to build that value exposure. And next up, what we're going to do is we're going to build a community site for them. I would not build a free community. I know this is something that a lot of people teach, but especially when you're getting started, it becomes overwhelming to manage different groups. Once you get really established and you have a solid group, yes, then I would open up a free community, but I would just go straight into a low price community. So this is basically, and I would suggest Skool. Skool is absolutely incredible. For this, it's really focused on the whole community effect. Now, what you're going to do here is you're going to have your base core materials, like solutions to problems that you know or frequently asked questions. You're going to do one call a week, just Q&A. Jump on a call with your people. Any questions that they have, you can answer. And the beautiful thing is eventually the people in your community start answering other people's questions. So you really build this whole community effect. You can gamify it with Skool. So this is one great thing about Skool. It gamifies it. The more you interact, the more you do, you get higher points. And then we can talk about later about how you can actually reward this. So you really reward success. You reward results. So this is super powerful. Another thing you can add to your Skool community is hacks, tools like, let's say, Excel calculator, or things that has gotten you to where you were to where you are. In 10 years, you can give it to them. That's going to take, it's only going to take them 5 years to achieve this with these hacks, with these tools. So Skool is just a platform where you can actually communicate your value, like communicate how they can get to from point A to point B, that you're teaching much quicker than they would have done it without you. Now, this is already incredibly powerful, but of course, there's always the next step. After that, what I would do is I call it the elites, or you get mastermind, just this high ticket services. This is for people that really want to go all in. And if you think about this whole thing, all you're doing while you're taking people through the funnel is you're just increasing the likelihood of their goals. Yes, you have to pay a bit more as you go, but the chances of them actually hitting success are just fundamentally more. So ensure that your value goes up exponentially as you ask a bit more through these programs. Okay, now to get back to your elites, this is a lot more done with your service. You're going to sit with the people in a much smaller group. You're either going to help them do it, like physically help them do it. You can start building tribes, accountability, just 4 or 5 people doing weekly accountability calls, seeing where they struggle. This has been fundamental to my success. And then also you up the calls. Instead of doing 1 weekly call, you're going to do 2 or 3 weekly calls, and you're going to focus it a bit more on different subjects within your niche, and then also international teams. It is crazy the amount of access we have on, let's say, just Upwork. If, let's say, you talk about Facebook advertising, just to connect with the people, a couple of people on Upwork, Facebook consultants, that's going to save you incredible amount of time, because what you can do is for your clients, get someone from Upwork that is charging 1/10 of the people in the US, somewhere else in this world, and then let them help your clients. You can add incredible value that way. And it's simple arbitrage. Okay, and after that, you can do consulting, let's say in my case, but whether that's an event, a product, a mastermind, a new software that you launch, this really gives you a platform to launch whatever you want to do. And the last thing I wanted to talk about in this slide is just changing the narrative. Whenever we say free, whether it's a free community, whether we give free value here, we should see this as a service. We're really helping people. Don't see free as a mechanism to get more leads, but rather as a real service. We're really helping people. So really try to make that switch in your head, and then focus on social acts. And what I mean by that is the people are so hungry for that personal experience. So try to DM them, do tribes accountability, really make people feel that they're part of a community, which they are. The whole virus that we did not speak of from a couple of years ago, that really created a lot of isolation. People don't really know how to reconnect. And this whole model gives them exactly that. It helps them to reach their goal in a community, make friends, really have incredible time, and get crazy results. Okay, so what's next? If you want to join me in my journey to $1 million, and as well as just changing your life fundamentally, if you want to make new friends and just have fun building your business, then DM me straight on Instagram. The link will be below. And I really hope to connect with you and just to see how we can work together, if it makes sense. If not, I hope this video helped you quite a lot. And if you have any questions, like I mentioned, DM me on Instagram or leave a comment below. I really want to help people. I really want to make this work and help people build communities. So I hope you have a wonderful day, and see you in the next video.